Hey YouTube, what's happening? It's Chris here. Just want to bring you a little update. We're going to talk about Bitcoin today, Ethereum, we're going to do Litecoin, we'll do some Digibyte, and we'll do XRP, guys. So, what can I say to you guys? These are textbook bear flags that we're breaking down, and that's why we were talking about being prepared for the downside as well and following these trends. Okay, so it's really important. Guys, like, subscribe, please, all that. It really helps us out. But see how we're just traveling in this equilibrium here, guys, and then we had this first breakdown, then we were following it again, and you can see those moving average. Remember, guys, how we talked about moving averages acting like a river, and that's the way that they are being pushed is down. So when we saw this moving sideways here, there was a lot of anticipation that we were going to break to the downside, and that's exactly what happened. So always look for those leg down, guys, when you see that, just like that. Okay, starts moving sideways. We get to the point where these moving averages hit, and then it's just getting pushed back down. So guys, we very well could have another bounce back up to maybe this 20 EMA right here before potentially even falling farther. So I want you guys to be aware of that too. We could be going lower. All right, so just have that in the back of your mind here. But like what I did last night, guys, I played this little candle right here, this reaction. So when we got down here, I bought it was around 43. I think it was on BitMEX, so 43. Maybe 79, somewhere right in that range. It was real low down in here, and then I ended up getting out around that 46 area. So it was just a quick little move there, but you got in and got out, because I'm nervous that this here, guys, we might move sideways for a while, but I'm afraid there could be another dump that comes down. You got to be prepared for that, as well as the upside. Guys, anything could happen. A lot of money could come in. But right now, you just got to follow these moving averages. They're just so crucial and so important. And you can also see the RSI here, guys, as well. But one good thing we see on the RSI on the 4-hour. So do you see this low here, guys? Take a look where this is at. And now do you see this low here? And this here. So we have some divergence there. All right. So the RSI was lower when the price was up here than where it's at right here, and the price is down. So that's where you want to really look for that divergence. And you can also throw a trend line, guys, even on this, just to see, like when we break through, because a lot of times when you break through those trend lines, you'll get that nice little run up, hit one of these moving averages before you may get pushed back down. But we're going to have to see, guys. I don't know if 47.10 is the bottom right now. I don't. I mean, we have targets as low as $3,000, even down to about $1,200 it could go. Not saying that's going to happen, but you got to be prepared for that. So what we do, if we go out to the day, guys, let's just take a look at these targets. Okay. So the next spots that I'm looking at right here, and this is not including Fibonacci right now, but just support and resistance. So guys, we had this spot right here. So we're going to see if we come back up, see if we can get through that. It's a really big area there. Next one, I would probably look at, guys, right down around in here. That 35. Can go off this top here, around 3 psychological as well. We came down, we had a dip with some buying pressure there, around that 1800. So guys, those are the levels we're going to watch, because you'll see this will fall and then we'll work in a channel, or we'll come up here and we'll work in a channel. We work in channels. And remember that descending triangle we talked about. As you guys know, I like doing the Japanese candlesticks charting books and reading all the books about these patterns and things, and this was absolutely textbook. Lower highs, and we had this bottom floor here. We kept pounding on it, and then we broke down through. 70% of the time you're going to break down, 30% of the time you're going to break up, and that's where you have to be prepared, guys. But that's a big deal, and they say that sometimes you may even be able to fall as much as the base of this triangle is. So percentage-wise, and it's always safe. It's better to do this stuff, guys, to be safe rather than sorry. Why not plan for it? So we'll do price range. We'll even take it here just for percentage. So around 47, guys, we'll call it 50, something like that. Let's see where we fall in here now and how low this could take us. So from the break, guys, we'll go about right there. Let's go down 50. That could put us around that $2,900, $3,000, guys. 3,000 is a very big target. Right in there. So if it does as much as that is here, if it breaks down and continues to do that, which you're going to have reactions that come back up, but then you have another leg down. Look for those pennants and bear flags to form. And do you see this volume, guys? This is big volume. We have not been seeing that type of volume, and this is all to the downside. So remember to play that trend, guys. The trend's your friend. All right, let's move it on to ETH. All right, guys, ETH's one really to watch here because there's not a ton of support left on Ethereum. Okay, and remember, we want to really pay attention to these support and resistance levels. Horizontal line, so huge one right here, guys. So you see last time when we hit this bottom, we had big volume come in. And look, that was green volume. Over here, we're having some selling pressure. The next spot would be around that $100. So guys are going to be looking to short this potentially here if it breaks down through, guys, because there's not a lot of support. Next one, $55. So this is what we have to watch. And this is what happens, guys, when you don't build a ton of support, when you run real hard, like Ethereum did. You know, I mean, even this move here, guys, that was a massive move. And now you're just seeing it to the downside. I mean, this is continued break to the downside. RSI is low. It's at 18. And, guys, we've always had buyers stepping back in around this 15 area. So we're getting really close here. So we're going to see if we're going to get bought up a little bit or if we're going to go down low, but have a plan for both. And remember, guys, big overhead resistance here is going to be around that $200 now. That's heavy resistance. All right, let's go to Litecoin. Guys, Litecoin is really low right now in the RSI as well. And we hit that target. We've been talking about that 33 where we had massive volume come in over here before. All right. And we would hope to see buyers step in at this point, guys, with how low the RSI is. But we haven't even started to get that hook yet. So this is very deep. We've been in this now, guys, let's see, since about December 17th is when we hit that all-time high. So we're coming up almost on a year, and we thought we were starting to put that bottom in here, but we had that next breakdown, guys. So we're going to have to see what happens here. Pay attention, pay close attention to the RSI. That's going to be a really big deal for us. And if you want to go in closer a little bit here on Litecoin, kind of look at the candles. You can see that little channel that I had drawn out, guys, a couple days ago, and it broke down out of it. Right there. We were going up and then down, up and down, just moving, and then that's the big break. Remember, look at those bear flags here. Moved over, then we had a breakdown through. So just pay attention to these things, guys. Really look at this RSI, and then you know, there's usually going to be a reaction. So there definitely could be a reaction back up into this area on that 43. But guys, we'll move on to Digibyte. Okay. So guys, we lost major support here. Moving across right there. So that's what we wanted to hold. You can see down here we're starting to form kind of that doji star or a doji candle, which would be good. We would want to see a doji put in here, guys. A second, let me pull it up, zoom in a little bit. Okay, but pay attention to the moving averages, right? See how it's just working them and pushing them down? So guys, if we could close the day in a nice doji, and we want to see a doji on volume, which there's a little bit of volume there, but you want to pay attention to the following day if you get any type of follow through or bounce maybe up into this 0.18 area. But RSI still just getting work, guys. I mean, you can see the curvature and the roundness to that. So the next support for Digibyte, guys, maybe around that 1 cent. So 1 cent support, and then we will be looking up probably to this 20-day moving averages, guys, on the upper side, the 0.018. is where I'd look most likely as people are going to sell again. Remember, none of this is financial advice, guys. I'm just telling you what I've seen. Also, things you want to look for. Okay, so like we talked about the doji and we want it on volume stuff. Really look for these rounded bottoms over time, guys. So when you see a rounded bottom like that, then we have that explosion. You can see it there starting to form. So these are things and patterns that you want to look for and really pay attention to the support and resistance. So big support we broke, and then here was our big upper resistance. All right, guys, let's do XRP. Alright, guys, so it's still in that little triangle here we've been looking at. Let's get some of these off. Alright, guys. Okay, so we had that really big run. We came back down, came up here, and we're going to call this a double top, guys, because obviously that wick was just manipulation, came back down. Alright? Then when we came down here, we broke this higher low. All right, then we got in this equilibrium pattern, and we still, guys, we could not get over top of these highs here. And then when that happened, we got pushed back down because people saw that we were getting rejected. Now also take a look at this RSI on the daily. Like I said, draw those trend lines and wait, guys. Wait till it breaks out of that. All right? So you may see it come up like this, but when it breaks out of this trend line that I just drew, when it comes out, if it's out on volume, you'll see it run up. Promise you that. I watch these things even on the 5 minutes, the 10 minutes, and it happens. Every time I draw one of those trend lines and it breaks like that, comes on some volume, it'll run up. So that's what I'm looking for, guys, because we've had these lower highs, and then we've kind of had these higher lows until this one here, I think, went a little bit lower than that. So we did make a lower low there with wick. Keep that in mind. Then we're going to have to come back up here, see if we can get over these now, around that 50 cent area. And if we can't get around 50 cent, then I bet we're going to end up falling, guys, and we're going to test this area here around the $37 mark. So this would be our next support. Now, if 37 doesn't hold, guys, we could go down to that 25 cents very quickly. Then again, if we get over the 50 here, and these two tops around 58, right there, draw a line here, there's plenty of room to run. It's like that. So you're looking at either the break to the upside, break to the downside, have a plan for both, guys. There's the range we're in. Remember how we always talk about those ranges. But this is what I want to bring to you guys. Don't be discouraged. Look at both sides of the market. See that there is opportunity and volatility, whether to the upside, downside. You just really, when you're just traveling sideways like this, that's when there's really nothing to do. So, look at things, guys, and start doing the paper trading and do small positions like I do. I just do really small positions and just try to learn this stuff. So, you can do it too, and let's get our study on, guys. Let's hustle and let's do this. There's people who are going to take pity on themselves in this market. There's people who are going to learn from it and capitalize on it and, continue to move forward. And that's what, I know you guys as subscribers here, that we push through hard times. And we're going to continue to push through hard times. So God bless each and every one of you. Pray you guys have a wonderful day. And I hope I can bring you maybe one more video today. God bless you.